Hi everyone, welcome to my channel. My name is Kyra and I am here for day 12 in my 1 month in my witchy journal series. I am exhausted because we were up late playing D&D last night, but we won our fight. So I am not just exhausted by it, but I am victorious. I am victorious. Alright, let's see what ghost we get today. I love the ghosts. They're so fucking cute. Two of Swords. Sure. Here's my necklace. Here's my magnet. Here's my charm cast. So I've got a busy week. I've got a busy life these days, which is great. I like being busy. I like having stuff to do. It's not the lovers, so that goes in the pouch. Today, I'm hoping to get out that desk that's behind me, the one I'm not using. It's really hard. Our place is super fucking small. Like, super small. And I feel like it's too small. And it's getting rather tiresome having my desk out in my workspace out in the living room. And it's hard on all of us because if I am working, they have to be hanging out in their rooms with the doors closed. So we all end up spending a lot of time in our rooms and such. And I don't like it. So we're talking, Soraya and I are talking, trying to determine how long we're going to stay here overall. Two of Swords. Looking for the Two of Swords. There it is. How long we're going to stay here overall. When we make our next move, where will it be? But I want to get out that desk because I'm not using it. I don't need, in a small house especially, I don't need a full-ass desk with two separate surface tops and then an altar and then another desk. And in the reality, I have this habit of trying to, like, segregate things and separate them, hoping that that will make them work better, but then it never does. Like, I even pondered to myself, should I start a second YouTube channel and split up my content? And then I thought, Kyra, no, that will never, like, that never works for you. When you decide to try and change things and split them up like that, that never works. I'm an all-in-one kind of person. Okay. Ooh, I almost dropped my ghosts. They tried to go for a ride. Two of Swords. But the exciting thing is I have some, I have some ideas for the channel, which I'm going to be rolling out. I've been talking about, oh, shoot, hold on. Let me go find out how Zarai's head was. I have some very exciting ideas to work on with my patrons. Like, I'm gonna talk to them about it, and they get to find out first. I'm super excited. I've got lots of things coming up. Okay. Today is Monday. It is the moon's day. So we have emotions. Let me give that pen a minute to dry a bit more, because it keeps leaving marks on my page. Would you be interested, once I get that desk out and I finalize my setup, at least until the next time I decide it's not working, but I really like this setup, so hopefully that won't happen as much. Would you like to see an updated witchy house tour? I did one a while ago. It's up above in the cards. And I can show you my setup. I can show you my desk. I can show you my altar, my ingredient shelf, which has all of my cool shit. Well, not all of my cool shit. I have lots of cool shit. If you'd be interested in seeing that, let me know in the comments down below. And while you're down there, like, let me know of anything you'd be interested in seeing. I am probably going to do some planning today, but I'm going to keep it private, not going to film it. Do some planning in my journal, because I don't want there to be spoilers. I want it to be a surprise still, and something new that I roll out. But I am probably going to be doing some planning. So, but now I need to pull my emotions. See, how can I nurture my emotions today? That was way too many cards. How can I nurture my emotions? That's 2, but they fell haphazardly. How can I nurture my emotions today? Okay. Dreamer 5. The 5 of Swords? Really? Okay. That's not what I like to see about nurturing my emotions. Though if we give up on our dream, defeat is all that there must seem. Power is severed and thrown away, and what was color will fade to gray. Negativity, defeat, low self-esteem, powerlessness, resignation. Okay, I don't know what the fuck you mean. Can you give me more than that? How I can nurture... Oh, okay. Came to play, did we? Alright. I was like, what? Defeat? I'm not here for defeat. No, thank you. I refuse defeat. Thank you very much. No defeat for me. Okay. So for nurturing my emotions, go for the dream. That will nurture my emotions for sure. And heed the spiritual calling. Whatever that is. We'll see. We'll see if there's a spiritual calling today. That'll be interesting. I want to actually, just thought of it. I'd like to write here that yesterday, which was July 10th, I pulled King of Cups and Queen of Swords again. Air of water and water of air. Still don't know what that's about. So if you have any thoughts on what that's about, let me know in the comments down below, because like I said, I pulled the Queen of Swords and the King of Cups together. Okay, what was I looking at? I don't know. Alright, so here's my weekly all set up and ready to go. It's time to work, so we open up this flap. I have to do my bullet journal video, which I'm working on right now. I've got to make sure my tarot wish list video is ready to go and scheduled, so it should be fine. Finish Lisa's birthday reading, take out the desk, film some client readings, and I wanted to do a Queen of Swords, a reading on that Queen of Swords, because the Queen of Swords I've been getting that a lot lately. And then once that stuff's done, I can do other things. I'm going to use this page to do that planning I was talking about, where it's just planning out some content for the channel. And so I'm going to do that on this page. But I'm going to let you go here for now, and I will see you in the next little bit. I did it. I'm here to sit down to do my Why Are You Stalking Me? Queen of Swords edition. So let's start with that title. I like doing this when I have cards stalking me. I like just spending some time and seeing if I can figure it out. Ah, beautiful. That's better. The question is, and this is always a bit of a fun question, what deck do I want to use to explore this? I want one that I can read easily. I want one that's like kind of flowy. The King of Cups is kind of stalking me too, but not nearly as much as the Queen of Swords. So I was talking about this in yesterday's video, which the playlist is up above of the 1 month. I got within very close time of each other, I've gotten the King of Cups and the Queen of Swords, which is interesting because they're both fire, or they're both water and air. Like the King of Cups, kings are air and cups are water. And the Queen of Swords, queens are water and swords are air. But I feel like I have been getting the Queen of Swords. Yeah. Like if I look here, I got her in January. Let's see. Let's just do a quick glance. This is why I love this shit. So I haven't gotten her. I'm looking for a Q, for a yellow Q here. I'm not seeing her for any daily pulls, but I got her for a full moon in January. I got her for Ostara. I got her for my solar return. That's really quite interesting. I got her for a full moon in June and for the new moon in June. And then I just pulled her this week. And this is still not even all of the information. I also have the times I've done energy obstacle advice. I guess I never really realized she was stalking me until now. But she's definitely stalking me. So I need to try and find out why. So yeah, this is, I'm trying to remember what I was saying. I had to pause and go do something else for a moment. So this is why I like doing these things. And like recording my readings. Now, what else I'm curious about while we're here examining is how many times have I pulled the King of Cups? I'm not seeing... Oh, I did have the King of Cups for daily. Yeah, see, I haven't pulled the King of Cups nearly as much. I've pulled a ton of majors. Look at all that purple. So the question is, what is going on with this Queen of Swords? And I want to go with, I think I'm going to just go with the Light Seers. I think I'm going to go with this because it's an easy reader and it's also very intuitive. So let's just go with this. Because my brain's still like kind of weird. But I want to understand. So hi, baby. So what I'm gonna do is I think I pulled out my Why Are You Stalking Me Page of Pentacles edition, which I did a video on this. It's linked up above in the cards. And I think I'm gonna start with this, looking at above and below, and going from there. So I just want to know what the fuck the Queen of Swords is trying to tell me. What is going on with this Queen of Swords stalking me? I don't understand, and I want to understand. So what is going on with this Queen of Swords? I'm going to give it some hand over hand. This one, we're not looking for jumpers. We're just looking to shuffle. What is going on with this Queen of Swords? Because, let me just shuffle. What's going on with the Queen of Swords? Why are you stalking me, Queen of Swords? Why? Okay. So now, what I'm going to do is I'm going to flip it over and look through the cards and find the Queen of Swords. And look at the card that's above the Queen of Swords and the card that's below. So the card above is just kind of what is blocking it. And the card below is... How did I do this last time? Oh, yeah. So the card above it is what's behind it, like what's going on behind this Queen of Swords. And then the card above it, or below it in the deck, is what's it leading me to. Because the whole thing is like... Okay, so... Alright, there it is. Because if the deck was like this, this would have been what it's leading me to, what it is, and what's behind it. And just put those up here so I can have some room and see my cards. Above it, it's leading me to. And then behind, why is the Seven of Swords. So the behind is like what's going on underneath it. What's the driving? What is this Queen of Swords trying to teach me? What is going on underneath it? Yeah, I don't have anything in the Seven of Swords. Okay. I'm going to highlight this in a minute in the colors so that way I can see it nicely. So what's going on behind the Queen of Swords? So let's see. Let's look at the Queen of Swords first of all and see what it says. Because I'm truly stumped at this shit, so. At least as to why it's stalking me now. Light seer, a thought leader, unbiased decision making, an excellent communicator, wise and logical counsel, integrity and honesty, being perceptive, intelligence, being direct, seeking truth. Shadow seer, sharp and sometimes cold communication, strive to use your words wisely and to refrain from being mean or emotional. Indifference, a message to use your head more and your heart less, aloofness, bitterness. Highly astute, intellectual, and honest, she watches calmly over her kingdom. Graceful and logical, her wisdom is framed in truth and proof, and she avoids the gossip or fluff that others may want to hear. She asks you to be honest in your relationships, direct in your speech, and witty if you want to be, but above all, to bring your clear-headed, unbiased reasoning to the table. Sometimes this communication style can come across as cold or cutting, so if you are having trouble communicating something that is difficult for another person to hear, know that you can always dip your toe into the cup of empathy and compassion to help with your delivery. Sharp analysis and careful consideration are always intelligent moves, as is being able to clearly connect with others in a way that is easily accepted and understood. A clear heart and clear mind will allow you to speak your truth always. And then the keywords are, I speak with wisdom and clarity. Okay. I think I understand. So I'm going to write up here, I speak with wisdom and clarity. Because that is something I do not do, or at least I worry that I do not do. I have a ton of social anxiety around speaking. And the suit of swords is the place for mental things, because it's the thought realm, it's air, it's thinking, it's communicating, etc., etc. So I'm going to turn you to the side so I can write. Again, let me know how this angle is. Okay. So the Queen of Swords, or the being behind it is the Seven of Swords. This, when I see that I speak with wisdom and clarity, and I look at these cards, the message becomes a lot clearer. Let me go ahead and write. Okay. I wrote, I feel as though I have to tiptoe around others and choose my words all the time. There is never the space for me to speak clearly, and when I have embodied the Queen of Swords, I have been met with utter disbelief that the words are mine, or anger for being so clear and direct. I end up dismissed or devalued, sometimes, many times, outright attacked. I've moved from the shadowed, blunt, and brutal Queen of Swords too far into the water where I'm so worried about others' feelings that I hold back and censor myself too much. And that's not balanced either. So that's what's going on behind. So then, where is it leading me to? Bringing it back into balance, what is it leading me to? Where does the Queen of Swords want to take me? It's interesting that the Queen of Swords wants to take me to the Queen of Cups, which I used to highly identify as, and then I bounce around with what I highly identify as. It's very confusing. Okay. So I'm going to go ahead and just reflect and write on this. Going to give you back to the music. So I wrote, through trying to address the overwhelming fire that took over, you got stuck in your head and you drowned yourself in water. Now that you've begun to reclaim and refine the fire, you have moved too far away from the water. I feel out of touch with my intuition, my Queen of Cups, and I'd love to get back there. And then I wrote, don't focus on one element, use them all. I feel like, in my perception, when I was younger, I used to flow through the elements. I used them all. There was nothing that was off limits. I would just fly about, elementally dancing with them as they called to me. I used to be able to flow a lot better and more fluidly move with the elements in life. And I don't know at what point that stopped or why it stopped, but it did. So I feel like the Queen of Swords is teaching me that it stopped. And I feel like the way to get back to this Queen of Cups, which I love. I love the Queen of Cups. I love that feeling when I sit in that intuitive space. The way to get back to that is to get back to flowing, get back to moving, get back to doing. Because it's connected. My stopping of flowing is connected to my anxiety spiking and is connected to my basically when I stop participating in life the way I used to. And I really don't fully know when that happened. I think it happened with my ex. And this is one of my favorite Queen of Cups images of all times. I think it happened with my ex. My ex was emotionally and verbally abusive and controlling, and I'm 100,000,000% certain that we were going down and it would have ended up with physical abuse. I'm very grateful and lucky that I got out before that happened. But, and I've been out of it for a while. I have. I feel like since then, it's a lot of like flowing kind of stopped. I've had times where I've gotten closer to getting back into that, and then trauma happens, and then it falls away again. But I think the Queen of Swords is trying to tell me that it is time to... It's time. And it's funny because I really have been feeling that. Like, I'm just ready to be in life again. I'm scared. And I'm ready. Let's wrap up today, shall we? Alrighty, friends. It is 7-Eleven. And I have a Patreon live hangout tonight. So let's get this done. I don't want to take off my necklace yet. That's okay. Okay, so let's see here. Water today has been pretty good. Brushing my teeth. Super standard. Physical movement. No. Yeah, no. No yelling. It was decent day. Day 19 of my cycle. We did tarot wish list for the video today, up above in the cards, and Bojo number 11, which the playlist is up above in the cards. Did that. For Zariah, her birthday present came and she wanted it early, so she got it early. And we got her the Exquisite Familiars Oracle. Cameron, it was very cute. He really was wanting to make Daddy's birthday special. He's very big about that. Gratitude. That I feel slightly better-ish. At least than yesterday. And victories. Just got lots of work done. That's last week. Here's this week. So today, staff meeting happened. By the time we're in my journal again, the Patreon meeting is happening. I did put out the garbage. Did the bullet journal video, finished the tarot video. Lisa's birthday reading video is just finishing. We just took out the desk. I did not, and I did the Queen of Swords reading. I didn't get to film the client readings because I had to get to my computer's being slow and my house is noisy, and I was going to film them this evening and I forgot I had the Patreon thing, so I can't really do that this evening. And we have not put the laundry away yet. Tomorrow evening, I'm having session 0 of my D&D game, so I need to finish the prep for that. It's not too much prep. And I've got the bullet journal video. I'm going to edit the Walk in Wild Wisdom video. that's a good thing to do tomorrow. And I'm going to film. Going to get those readings filmed tomorrow. Okay. That feels like it is pretty good for me for today. So, I hope you enjoyed today's video. I'm glad we got to do some fun with filling up this page. Please don't forget to give this video a thumbs up to let me know if you liked it. Subscribe if you haven't already, and hit that bell notification. We are 25-ish. It keeps fluctuating away from 1,000 subscribers, and when we have 1,000 subscribers, we're gonna do a live. We're gonna do a live to celebrate. Probably pull some cards during the live, free readings and shit. It would be really fun. And I have some exciting things coming to the channel. I'm not going to tell you what this is, but I did work on this. I worked on a new chart. So I did set up a spread here to work on content planning stuff, which is some of the new and exciting things coming up, which, don't worry, you'll be hearing about that before the end of the month. And speaking of the end of the month, that is how long my sale on my website goes to. The entirety of my website minus one service, which is a monthly service, is on approximately 50% off for the entirety of the month of July. So, if you've been wanting to book a reading with me, now is a great time to grab it. I offer pre-recorded reading and I do live sessions. Also, if you want a journaling consultation, that's on sale too, as is my words astrology consultation. So if you want to learn about your chart, this is a really good time to do it. I don't know when I'll be doing another sale like this. So please go and check that out in the description box. You can find that website. You can also find my Patreon link, and you can find my Ko-fi link, and yeah, that's about it. So I'm going to let you go here, and I will see you again tomorrow. Lots of love. Bye.